Hello YouTube. This is a review on my um, champion generator over here. Hope this light quality is pretty good. Um, I'm in my garage because I can't bring the generator in the house. But this generator right here is cool champion. I kid you not. I ran it out of fuel today. I have gasoline can there, a gasoline can right there, full of fuel. I refilled it. You can't really see it, but it's full of gas and ready to roll. I'm gonna just turn it on for you in 30 hours. 161 hours, 120 volts. And this generator actually is the best generator I've ever had. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I literally, um, for instance, I've only changed the oil on this twice. I had changed it, you have to change them at the 8 hour mark or the 7 hour mark. You have to change that oil because the engine is breaking itself in, and you have to change it or you will blow that engine out because that oil has metal fragments from the engine. Another thing, if you are going to get a generator like this and have a plug like this, you need to buy a cord, a specialized cord for it. Now, at Home Depot, this cord was $10. And I'll tell you the benefits of this cord. This cord right here, you have to have one of these cords. If you do not have one of these cords, you will not be able to power everything that your generator can put out. What this cord is, it's called an L3 connector. My generator calls for what's called an L3 connector. Now, here's the deal. So, you have, and this is part of the review as well. The review on this video, I'm going to tell you everything you're going to need for this generator. Number one, the first good thing that gets me is this thing holds 3.8 gallons of fuel. 3.8 gallons, and it will run for not one, not two, but 12 hours on one tank of fuel. That is impressive. 3.8 gallons for 12 hours at 50% load. Actually, I think this one's about 60-70% load. But anyway, it's just amazing to me because my old generator, my old champion, I had another champion at one time. It lasted me since I was 8 years old and I'm 16. So that's about, maybe? Yeah, about 7 or 8. That's like 8 or 9, maybe 10 years old. They lasted quite a long time. And it would have lasted a lot longer if I kept up on the maintenance on it, but I didn't. And that's why this one I'm going to be religious about changing the oil. Back and just waiting for it to cross the 207-hour mark, and that's when I'll change the oil again. So what we're going to need for this generator right out of the box. The generator comes with oil, so it comes with its first batch of oil for free, which I think is very cool. I really like it when they send oil. That means I don't have to buy my first 7 hours of oil. This generator doesn't hold a quart of oil. It only takes just a little over a half of a quart of oil in it, maybe a little bit more than that. Just a little bit over a half of a quart of oil. And you're going to need 2 quarts of oil and do the oil change, and I'll tell you why you'll need 2 quarts. The first thing is when you use this oil change, you must flush out that oil. I mean, you must. You're going to fill it up. You're going to fill it up. You're going to run it for about 10 minutes, and you're going to drain that oil out. And that's what people out there and be like, well, that's not true. And then it's up to you if you want to continue doing the flushes. I just like to do the flushes because I think it's good for the engine to get all that oil, used oil out of it. You guys can do whatever you want. That's just what I'm recommending that you do. That you get that oil and you change it. That's what the 2 quarts of oil is for. You put about a little bit over half a quart in the generator. You start it up, you drain it, then you fill it back up again. And that's going to take about a quart and a half of oil, roughly. Now, the second thing you're going to need, this generator is 7 months old. It's June, and it's January. So about 7 or 8 months old. One second. I don't care about figuring it now. And the generator itself will run just fine on a regular outlet that has 2 plugs, 2 regular plugs like that down on the surge protector. It has 2 regular plugs like that. It has an RV one, which is like I can't really say, but it's like a V, and then the ground is like right here. So it'd be like here and here, one here, and then one here, and then one there. That's your RV one. And then it has what's called an L3, or this type of group of plugs is an L2 to an L5. Now, the difference between those two is an L2 is a little bit lower grade cabling, and it's a little bit smaller. And L3 is going to be a little tiny bit bigger, or it could be like this. It's going to have a little bit thicker plug on it, with a thicker cord, and you can be able to power a lot more stuff with it. My generator calls for an L3, which is what this thing is. This is an adapter I bought from Home Depot for $10. So it was $10.42. What this is they say it twists and you pull, so you plug it in, you twist it, and it'll quite pull. But on these L3s, I found that they kind of just like a regular plug. Yeah, they do lock in, but they push about that much, not even that much. A little less than that much, and you don't need a pull them. Just like it says on here, it says turn and pull. You can't really see that, but I can. You have to get one of these. This plug is going to unlock your generator. It is going to make you be able to pull the 3,500 watts of continuous power. Now it does go up to 4,000 in surge, but I'm telling you, this is the most important thing on the generator. The second most important thing, you need to check that oil all the time. Now my generator, it kind of has a little leak on, well not a leak, but it's you know how on the vent hose for the cam, the dependence of the engine, the cam valves are right up here. The hose that comes out there, it leaks a little bit of oil onto the whatever that thing, emissions garbage thing is. And that does leak a little bit. It's nothing to be alarmed about. It's not. There's no rubber overing. It's just a hose jammed into the little hole in the can thing vents. It vents and goes into the airbox and burns it. Anyway, that's my 161 hour review on the Campion generator. Anyway, talk to you all later. And there's the camera.